So, good afternoon, students. In today's fourth class, we will understand the fundamentals of op-amp, especially ideal op-amp. So, we will start with very quickly what is op-amp. It is a high gain difference amplifier. Okay. And additional characteristics other than high gain, it has other characteristics like uh, high input impedance, low output impedance, okay, and infinite or high bandwidth. So these are the characteristics of the op-amp. If we look at the ideal op-amp characteristics, so if you write down ideal op-amp characteristics, so gain, we will call it as a open loop gain. Now this itself means op-amp's own gain. Now why do we write this? Because let me do it. Suppose this is an op-amp. Suppose this is an op-amp. And using op-amp, we are not using op-amp as it is, but using op-amp we will be building some circuit. So the circuit's gain will be different, but the op-amp's gain will be its own gain. So we are interested in op-amp's property because we are writing down the op-amp characteristics. Okay, so we are writing down open loop gain of op-amp. That is op-amp gains. In simple way, it is written in book as open loop gain, but open loop gain is op-amp's own gain. Okay, so this, did you understand this? Okay, fine. Right. So open loop gain is infinite. Input impedance is infinite and output impedance is 0. Bandwidth is infinite. So this is gain. This is called as a differential gain because it's a difference amplifier. So differential gain is infinite. So these are the four important properties of operational amplifier, ideal operational amplifier. Right. Okay. Fine. Now we revisit the inverting amplifier which we had studied earlier. Inverting amplifier, and using this inverting amplifier we will try to understand an important concept of which is called as virtual short. Okay, this important concept we will try to understand. Okay, fine. So let us first draw the inverting amplifier. You also will draw this in your notebook. So VO, V in with respect to ground, then R1 and R2. R2 can also be written as RF, feedback resistor, like this, RF, because it's a feedback from output to the input. Everybody understood this? Yes or no? Good. So we will continue to write R1 and R2 for simple treatment. Fine. And we are not connecting any load resistor. Effect of load resistor we will understand later on. Okay. Temporarily we will remove this. Okay. Fine. Now what we know about this? What we know about this circuit is, suppose if I write AD means differential gain of the op amp. So that is infinity, because we are assuming ideal op amp. Even if you consider practical op amp, this will be very close to infinity, and it means it will be very high. Typically it is 100,000 in case of a general purpose op amp. In special purpose op amp, it can be still higher than this number. Now the gain can be written in the form of ratio, that is, suppose if I take bare op amp, only op amp, suppose this is our op amp, it has inputs, two inputs, that is difference output VD and VO. So VO by VD is the AD. Okay, differential input and V output. So V output divided by differential input is the differential gain. So this is the gain of whom? This is the gain of the op amp, which is written here. It is written here. Okay. Now this can be expressed. This can be expressed in the form of a ratio, that is VO by VD, or it can be expressed in the form of decibel. Okay, how to express any ratio in decibel you typically know. In case you do not know, please refer to the book to understand how it is represented in dB. Okay, so this is your homework. So what is your homework? Gain in dB. Read about reading activity. Reading, obviously understanding. Right? Doable? Yes or no? Yes, very good, very good. Right. So please do this much. Right. Now if the gain is infinity or very high, then what is the amount of input that is required to produce some output? Suppose the output is say 12 volt or 5 volt, 3 volt, 2 volt, whatever it is. So if it is so, then what is the amount of input that will be required for any finite output? I repeat this, for any finite output, I again repeat this, carefully listen. For any finite output, the amount of input required is decided by the gain of the op amp. If the gain is very high, for producing output such as 12 volt, it will require very small input. Yes or no? Around 12 volt, the differential input is required to be very small. Okay, if you actually do 12 volt divided by 100,000, you will get some value which is in few microvolts. Everybody agreeing with this? Okay. Now let me rub out this. So if it is very small, we will consider this to be very close to 0. Okay, and as the gain goes towards infinity, that is ideal op amp, then this input will tend towards 0. It means this difference will be 0. कौन सा difference? This difference. So let me rub out certain things from here. It means, suppose if I write here V n, and if we write this as V p, that is non-inverting amplifier, non-inverting terminal, and this is inverting terminal. Okay, so what is the relation between Vn and Vp that you wish that you can write now? For any output, I repeat, for any output, because of the very high gain of this particular op amp, if the input required is very small, near to 0, then what is the relation between Vp and Vn? Vn is equal to Vp, Vn minus Vp is equal to 0. Now I can write two things here. I can write Vn is equal to Vp, or I can write down Vp is equal to Vn. Two things I can write. Now I have to find out which one is correct. Are you getting this point? So what is the meaning of first equation? It means Vp is copied onto Vn. And what is the meaning of second equation? Vn is copied to Vp. Okay, understood this much? Yes or no? Quickly type yes or no. Okay, at least you understood the meaning of two equations. First equation, Vp is copied onto Vn, and second equation, Vn is copied to Vp. Now in this particular circuit, I will rub out certain part. In this particular circuit, let me ask a question. Out of these two, let me use different color also. Out of these two terminals, ये एक terminal, this is another terminal. Out of these two terminals, which has fixed voltage and which has adjustable voltage. Which terminal has fixed voltage? Okay, Vp is fixed because it's a 0. Suppose if this is Vp, non-inverting terminal, its voltage is 0. Why it is 0? Because it is grounded. 0 volt. Okay. And this particular, so this is anyway 0. So that is done. This is 0 volt. Now what about this? This voltage depends on this voltage and this voltage, because this is a resistor divider. Okay, everybody understood? This is a resistor divider, very similar to this. Suppose if I write V in here, VO here, and then Vn here, it is the same thing, whatever is drawn horizontally. Everybody agreeing this? So this point is adjustable because VO is adjustable. Why VO is adjustable? Because Vn is whatever we give. So if we change Vn, VO will change, and because of which this Vn will change. So this is adjustable. If it is adjustable, then which equation is correct? Vn will be copied to Vp or Vp will be copied to Vn? One and two. Which one is correct? First one is correct. Very good. Because Vp cannot be changed. So Vp should be written on the right hand side, and then it will be copied onto the variable Vn. Right. So in this particular circuit, what is happening is that this particular voltage is getting copied onto this. It means if it is 0 volt, this will also be 0 volt. Why this is 0 volt? Because of the very simple fact that this difference is 0 volt. Why this difference is 0? Because for producing any output like 12 volt or whatever, and the gain being very high, almost near to infinity, the input difference required is very small, very close to 0, and therefore we treat it as 0 for time being, because we consider ideal op amp. So we can consider this to be very extremely close to 0, almost 0. Since the difference is 0, I repeat, since the difference is 0, the inverting terminal voltage, I repeat this, inverting terminal voltage is the same as non-inverting terminal voltage. I hope you are able to understand this. तो इसमें से रॉन्ग जो सर्किट है ना, रॉन्ग जो इक्वेशन है, विल रब आउट दिस. Only correct equation will keep it. Everybody understood this much? Okay, great. So now onwards, I repeat this, now onwards, you will not forget this particular equation. Okay, Vn is equal to Vp. You should not write Vp is equal to Vn. ये नहीं लिखना, because Vn is not copied to Vp. यानी कि ये नहीं हो सकता है. Whatever cannot happen, let me show that. This voltage cannot copy onto this because this is already fixed. ये जो है ना, ये पहले फिक्स है. You cannot change this, fixed है. So ये यहाँ जा सकता है. ये यहाँ नहीं आ सकता. Understood this? Okay, great. Now this particular phenomena is called as what? Virtual short. Why it is virtual short? Because these two voltages are same. Voltages are same, but the terminals are not connected physically. So it's a short because the terminal voltages are equal, but it is virtual short because they are not connected to each other. Everybody understood this? Yes or no? Okay. So let us do some calculations, and then you will be able to do some computations, find the output, and so on. Okay. So let us consider R1 to be 2K. I will use the white color, easy to see, or maybe 2K, and this is 10K. So V input is 1 volt plus 1 volt. So let me ask questions and you will answer that. So what is Vp? Zero. What will be Vn? 0. Okay, Vn will be 0. And if this is 0, if the Vn is 0, Vn is यानी कि यहाँ 0 है, and this is positive. So how the current will flow? Will it flow this way, number 1, or this way, number 2? Number 1, which is correct. So number 1 is correct. it means the current will flow like this. Now what will be the value of current? VR1 divided by R1. ओके, VR1 के लिए उसका लेफ्ट हैंड साइड क्या है और राइट हैंड साइड क्या है? लेफ्ट हैंड साइड +1 because it is given here, right hand side 0 volt because it is given here. ठीक है, so what is the difference? VR1 कितना आएगा? VR1 1 volt divided by 2K, that is 0.5 milliampere. Very good. Amol, Sahil, Dashrath, Aditi, all are doing good thing. Okay, initially we will spend some more time, but when you learn this, the same thing we can apply to various other circuits. Okay, right. Everybody understood this much? Okay. Now let me magnify this circuit, यानी कि ऐसा करके magnify करेंगे, and then we'll rub out certain things. 0 volt, and tell me how much is this current? Ideal op amp 0, so this is 0 current. So therefore whatever current is flowing here, the same current will flow here. So if it is 0.5 milliampere, this will also be 0.5 milliampere. Okay. Okay, because this current is flowing from left to right, the polarity will be like this. Everybody agreeing this? Okay, and the drop will be 10K into 0.5 milliampere. 10K into 0.5 milliampere, because 10K is the resistance value. So 0.5 milliampere into 10K, ये कितना है? 5 volt. Okay, so this will be 5 volt drop. Okay, across this. Right. What is the left hand side of R2? What is the voltage of left hand side of R2? देखो यहाँ लिखा है ऑलरेडी 0 है, तो मैं यहाँ लिखता हूँ 0. तो ये 0 में से 5 गया, तो यहाँ कितना आएगा? -5. So I'll write down here -5 volt. So the output voltage will be -5 volt. Okay, this is what is done. Okay. Now we yesterday calculated the gain of the circuit. Circuit gain of inverting amplifier what is the formula? Minus R2 by R1. Now R2 is 10K, R1 is 2K, minus sign is there, so the gain is -5. Okay. Now V output is equal to gain into V input. Gain is -5, input is 1 volt, so output is -5 volt. I hope you are able to understand this. Yes or no? Okay, great. Okay. Now draw this circuit once again, and I will draw the circuit once again. I think you draw the inverting amplifier, and I will tell you some things which you will repeat. V input is equal to 2.5 volt. R1 is equal to 2.5 K. R2 is equal to 5 K. Find IR1, IRF and VO, VN and also VP. So do this much. We will give some time and then we'll come back after some time. Right. So we will ask some questions. Hope that you could do that. V input was given to be 2.5. R1 is given 2.5 K. R2 given. So what is the value? What is the value of IR1? IR1 1 milliampere. Then IR2. IR2 is how much? Again same 1 milliampere because there is no current inside going inside the op amp. Okay. Then what is VO? Minus 5 volt. What is VN? 0. And what is VP? Again 0. Right. Fine. Right. Now let me draw the circuit diagram again and ask you some more questions, which will lead to some more clarity in our understanding. So I will now draw battery. Of course, it doesn't matter. V input 2.5 volts, then VO 2.5 K, 5K. Was it 5K? Yes. And V output with respect to ground is minus 5 volt. Right. Now first question, who is producing the output? Okay. Number 1 option, V input. Two R1, 3 R2, 4 op amp. What is the answer? 4. Actually everybody is contributing. Vn is contributing, R1 is contributing, R2 is contributing, but actually the output is produced by op amp under the combination that is we are giving. Everybody understanding this? Yes or no? Yes. Now let me ask you one more question. Where does the IR2 go further? Now what does it mean? It means this. We have written down, let me make it bigger or thicker. This is IR1. This is the same as IR2. Now this current is coming like this. Now is there any RL load resistor hai kya? Is it there? No. Then will this current be interrupted, broken? Will current flow if there is no closed loop? Will current flow if there is no closed loop? No, current will not flow. It means if the current is flowing, there must be closed loop. Should there be closed loop? Yes or no? Yes, there should be closed loop. It means the current is not possible to be going here because there is no RL. RL is not there. There is no path for current to flow. So it means this is not possible. It means what is the only possibility? That the current is, yes, current is into the op amp. Current has to enter into the op amp. Yes or no? Current has to enter. Option है क्या दूसरा कोई? There is no option. Current has to go inside the op amp. Now inside the op amp, if the current goes and gets stored, it won't happen because again the loop has to be closed. So this is not possible. Okay, so what is possible is that this current will go in and then come out from somewhere. Okay, so how do we understand that? For that we will show the power connections, plus 12 and minus 12. Understood? Yes or no? Okay. Now what I will do, I will enlarge this op amp. It means like this, big op amp, and then there is a current coming from here. Understanding this? And there is a transistorized circuit here. Transistorized circuit here, and then the current will flow here. Now will it go up or will it go down? U or D? Type either U or either D. It cannot go up because it has already come from, so it cannot go from higher level to lower level to higher level, it has to go to the lower level. So this is not an option. So this is the only option. So current has to go this way. Okay. It means if we look at the earlier circuit, where from it will come out? It will come out from this terminal. I will restore the color. It will come out of this. I am showing it coming outside, from outside, but it is actually going inside the op amp like this, going inside the op amp and then coming out of the op amp. Everybody understood this? Yes or no? Okay, great. Now the current cannot come here and get stored. ये नहीं हो सकता है because current has to complete its loop. So we'll rub out this. जो नहीं हो सकता है, we'll rub out that. If it is not possible, rub out that. So the current has to go further and then it has to come to this place. It has to come to this place again because it has started from here. Okay. So what we will do is we will draw one more small additional thing. Now where from this plus 12 and minus 12 are coming? Plus 12 and minus 12, they are coming from battery, power supply. So the battery is connected to form a dual power supply. So this is minus 12, this is plus 12 because this is 12 volt battery. Okay, and then they are connected like this. Okay, now we will go to the current. So this current has a now path of this. It will go through the battery, then it will come out of the ground, and then it will come through this ground, through the battery and complete the path. Everybody understood this much? Okay, now look at this circuit and draw such type of currents in the circuit that you have drawn. Okay, we'll take a very small pause and complete this activity of drawing these currents. So we have to take one more activity. Vn is equal to minus 1 volt, R1 is equal to 2.5k, R2 5k. We have to find out IR1, IR2, and then you have to draw the complete path of IR1. Okay, so this you will complete. Right, so everybody will do it on their own. There is only a small change, but that will give you insight. When you are finished, you can write done in the chat box. Anyway, so let us do it. Same circuit, no change. The only change is that the battery is reversed, minus plus 1 volt. Okay, since the voltage at this point is minus 1 volt, and this is again 0 volt because of the virtual short concept. Because of virtual short concept, the polarity will be like this, because left hand side is negative. So the current will flow like this. Okay, now the current cannot come from here. Current cannot come from here. ये possible नहीं, because it is not source of current. It is only sensing terminal, because it's an amplifier. So we'll rub out this. Okay, so this current has to come from here. Yes or no? Yes. So it has to come from here. We are not doing any magic. We are doing simply using logic. तो ये यहाँ से आना पड़ेगा. Okay. Now it cannot come from here because there is nothing here. कुछ भी नहीं इधर. So this is not possible. So it has to come from where? It has to come from op amp. Okay. Now it has to come from minus supply और प्लस सप्लाई. कहाँ से आएगा? Plus. So it has to come from plus supply. Okay. Now we'll go to the battery. We'll draw the batteries. Then center tap will have to ground. Then 12 volt battery, 12 volt battery. This is 0 volt. ये plus 12. This is minus 12. Okay. And then it is connected. It is connected here. Now we will draw the current. So this green color current, is coming from supply, but the supply is coming from here, so it has to come from here, then it has to come from here, then it has to come from ground, and then this ground is anyway here, ये ground and ये ground same है, yes or no? Yes. So it has to come from here, it has to come from here. Everybody understood this much? Good. So did you understand something more than what you were knowing earlier? The things are to some extent more clear. There may be some doubts, we understand, because we are just learning the things. So when we learn the things, some things are clear and the picture becomes clearer and clearer and clearer as we progress. So we are trying to understand few things. So we'll take a quick recap of what we did today, okay, and then we'll proceed. So today we try to understand ideal op-amp. So we started with what is op-amp, and it is basically a high gain differential amplifier, and additional characteristics are high input impedance, low output impedance. Okay, so you may ask why this is there and why this is there. We will understand those queries, but if you have this query, you can simply say that you have a query, and later on you can ask the query, because the query should come from me, query should come from you. If I ask the question and the answer the question, you may like it, but ultimately the thought process should start from you. Okay. Anyway, so I have written here high input impedance. You may write Y in your notebook and ask that after some time. Okay. Every time you see whatever I am writing, you should ask why. Agreed? We should be curious as engineers, and obviously there will be answers. We may not know some answers, we accept that, but we start exploring why this is, and then we'll come to those answers. Okay. Anyway, so high input impedance we have assumed, low output impedance we have assumed, and these are the characteristics of the ideal op-amp. Okay. Then we took the case of inverting amplifier. We took the case of inverting amplifier, and we took some input, we computed some output, then we calculated IR1, IR2. We understood that IR1 and IR2 are the same because there is no way the current can go inside the op-amp. ये possible नहीं है. Why? Because input impedance is very high, ideally infinity. So this current will be 0, 0 milliampere or 0 ampere, whatever you call. Okay. Then we computed V output for plus input for various other combinations. We also understood that we have to write V, P and Vn like this, not the other way. Vp is equal to Vn, ये मैथमेटिकली करेक्ट है बट ये सही नहीं है. नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल का नॉन इन्वर्टिंग टर्मिनल में आता नहीं. Right. Anyway, so this is what is correct. We understood that. Okay. After that, we took some case study of a circuit and then completed the path of current IR1, which is same as IR2. Then we understood who is producing the output. it is actually the op amp which produces the output, though R2, R1, Vn give some input to produce that output. Where does the IR2 go further? We completed the path. Then we took one more example and then we had drawn the current path. So, did we understand this much? Okay. So, shall we take a pause because it is almost 1 hour. So, I must thank you for your patience and efforts to learn, your own self motivation to learn the things. So, that is commendable. So, all 60 students are worth of praising for being here, being patient, and I'll do that. I'll upload the yesterday sessions video also. That is actually compressed and then I'll add that, no issue. So, today's session also we will upload. Okay, okay. Too lengthy is today's session or yesterday's? What is that? Is it today's session? Sahil? Oh, but it's okay. We will have to cut short. But when we do small things properly, later on the things become very simple. बाद में कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं आता. Okay. Okay. There is one more activity, but I think we will do it next time because it is almost 1 hour, more than 1 hour. So let us take a pause. Shall we take pause? Hello? Okay, good. So we'll take pause. Please go through these points and next time we'll try to understand few more things and we'll raise some questions and try to answer those questions. And we'll also, meanwhile, I will upload one PDF file and please go through that PDF file whenever you are free. Fine. So I think thank you very much and all right. Thank you very much for being together